Hello, does this look familiar? Is this how your family starts their day? I know it used to be the way we did ours. Have you seen the latest sayings today on Cheerios and all these foods that we think are foods that really are not foods? When you have a food label, that's not a food. So anyway, but let me share some research with you that really blew my mind. Today, they're now finding glyphosate in astronomical levels, which is also known as Roundup, which is weed killer, in our foods. It's linked to lymphomas. But what they've also found, guys, this right here in 1950, our University of Michigan here in Michigan actually performed a study on cornflakes. They took two different groups of rats, and you're hearing me correctly, they fed the one group the box that these cornflakes came in. The second group, they actually fed them the cornflakes. And when they fed these rats the cornflakes, listen and maybe tell me if this sounds like something that you're hearing in today's society with our children and maybe even us as adults. They were extremely aggressive. They were fighting and biting each other. They had insulin shock. They had kidney and pancreatic damage, liver damage, arthritis, damage to the brain. And by the way, every one of the rats that ate the cornflakes died before any of the rats that actually ate the physical box. What led me down this rat hole, or I should say rabbit hole as they call it, right, was about 15 years ago, I took my niece to McDonald's. And we're sitting there and she wanted to play in the balls, the play area. And she said to me, oh my God, I got her to get the apples. Because of marketing, I thought apples, that was a healthy thing. Maybe you're wiser than I am, but I was pretty dense. She opens up the apples and notices that the apples had expired 3 months prior. And I thought, my Lord, what are they putting on these apples to make those apples last like that? You see, what I found is shelf life goes up, our lives go down. Medical research actually shows that Americans eat and consume minimally 60% of their calories out of food, substances and boxes. And for every 10% that rises, cancer goes up 14%, they said. Do you know that 1 in 2 women today are going to have cancer and 1 in 3 men are? And these type of foods lead to things that are inflammation in your body. And inflammation is the root silent killer of all things. It leads to diabetes and all kinds of cardiovascular diseases, cancer, you name it. To give you another visual, this right here is a McDonald's hamburger. Hear how hard that is? I can pull it apart, but I want you to look at it. It's 3 months old. I bought it June 26th of 2019. And do you notice how nothing is growing on this hamburger? This is a French fry. You ever found one of these in between your seat? And it looks like the day you bought it, and you haven't cleaned your car in 5 years, and it looks just like the same thing. Here's a Dunkin' Donut that people buy every single day. I bought this around the same time as that hamburger. And I thought, my God, what are we putting in these foods? If you're looking for healthy solutions, look into me. You can follow me on hashtag Today with Dr. K. Also, I'm on Instagram, Facebook with that. I have a YouTube channel at Kenny Harless, and I just try to share with people simple methods and ways that you can improve and increase the quality and well-being of you and your family's life. And my family, the simple things you need to do, you need to be eating the new recommendations, 10 to 15 servings of raw vegetables and fruits every single day, fistfuls. And not cooked, not sauteed, nothing, just raw, like right off the vine. Also, you need to be eating 2 to 3 handfuls of wild-caught Alaskan salmon per week to get the omegas that you need. You need to be consuming half your body weight in water, and you need to move and exercise in some form or fashion, minimally 30 minutes a day to get your lymphatic and your circulatory system working. Okay? If you're sitting all the time, that's the new smoking. Every hour you sit is like smoking a single cigarette. So there's a way to combat that. If you're not able to eat this way, we use a company called Juice Plus. And I'm a rep with this company, absolutely love it. and they have a free kid study. And they found a way to pack 30 anti-inflammatory fruits and vegetables and berries either into capsules, and notice how this is a flip top because it's a whole food. It's not a multivitamin that has a resistant lid that locks down because you can overdose on it. And this is gummies that your kids can take, or capsules. And notice how this is actually a Ziploc bag. And that is because these are foods. Things such as broccoli, parsley, tomato, carrot, garlic, beet, lemon peel, cabbage, and kale, all in one serving. It's the micronutrition that you and your family are missing, just like I was. If you want more information on this, please look me up. I'd love to help in any way possible. And I pray whoever shared this with you, hey, get in touch with them if they're a rep with this company. The products are all NSF certified. They're vegan, they're gluten-free, and they're dairy-free as well, but they're NSF certified. And what that tells you as a parent is the only thing in the product is actually on the label. And also, too, guys, it also lets you know that it's checked for herbicides, pesticides, heavy metals, mildew, mold, and bacteria. Hey, I pray in every day and in every way you're getting better and better.